I searched around these parts and found some signs myself, but they were left behind by abyss mages, and there was no deeper abyssal power to them. It seems that even an abyss herald would not wish to make trouble with the Wolf King of the North. We should leave as well. If there's anything praiseworthy about that old wolf, it's his territorial nature.
But now we're out of leads. Are we going to have to give up?
No. There is one more place we can go. Let's get a move on then. I'll wait for you at Storm Terror's lair. I've heard about what happened, but I suppose that this... In fact, the first time I laid eyes upon the ruins of Old Mondstadt, the dragon...
Huh? But Paimon remembers that Dvalin first got in trouble hundreds of years ago.
Don't think too much about it. Do you remember the light actuators that once sealed this ruin? If the Abyss Order is interested in this location, then they will not neglect those mechanisms. Let's go see what the situation is at those light actuators.
Look! There are lots of monsters gathered over there. Motion to compel!
You can't run!
Burst force!
Judgment!
Come into being! Witness my great undertaking! Burst forth!
Incinerate!
Live!
You can't run!
Feel this ancient power! Come into being! Burst forth! Come into being!
Oh, so in the end, we still couldn't find that Abyss Herald. Bummer.
I wouldn't call not having to gaze upon such a creature a shame exactly. Still, I do believe that you will come across one eventually.
No, you're right. If it's a really powerful monster, it would be best to go around it.
How good it would be if all perils one encounters in their journeys could simply be solved by going around them. Once upon a time, yes. I simply have experience from adventuring together with that traveling companion.
You know Dane, you keep talking about that person this and that person that. Where are they now, anyway?
She no longer travels. I'm afraid that traveling can be too exhausting at times.
Oh, is that how it is? Well, why are you traveling alone then?
I still have some things left unfinished. Once they are done, I too will return home to rest.
Yep, and it's good to have a home to come back to, isn't it? We camp out a lot when we travel. Hey, once you find your sibling, we should find a place to stay too, shouldn't we? Mondstadt's Fisherman's Toast is pretty tasty, but Liyue's Wanmin restaurant is great too. Either way, we should settle down in a place where there's good food.
Home. Well, it won't be too late to think about where you stay once your journey reaches its end. While you're still traveling, you should...
Huh? What's familiar?
A familiar feeling, you say? It could be someone you know well, or perhaps a monster. Whichever it is, we should see it for ourselves, and thus see clearly. We can reach the top of that cliff from over there. Let's go.
Whoa, Dane moves really fast, doesn't he? Let's use that wind current nearby to catch... Jump!
Can you still sense that familiar feeling that you spoke of?
But it doesn't feel like there's anything around here. No monsters, no people, nothing.
Indeed. There doesn't seem to be anything strange about this place. It doesn't look any different from the last time I was here. My traveling companion brought me here on our previous journey.
So, Dane, what about you? What's your favorite place?
Me? I no longer remember. I merely followed my traveling companion around on that journey. That's all there was to it. Huh? A ruin guard's footprint. A ruin guard was wandering around here? No peace to be found, even for a single dandelion.
What's gotten into you? You were just spacing out. Huh? You mean your sister? But how could that be? You only touched that dandelion.
Perhaps that dandelion bears some sort of scent that only you recognize. As for why, has it perhaps experienced something related to you?
You're saying some real confusing stuff. Paimon doesn't get it at all.
Do not rush. Vexation and anxiety are the enemy of rational thought. Your journey has only just begun, has it not? At least you now know that she is still on this world. At this time, the most important thing is the journey to find her itself. Yes, and this is something you must keep in mind as the meaning behind your journey. May you find your kin at the end of that journey. Well then, let us part ways here for now.
You're leaving? Already?
Only for now. Don't worry. We will meet again. After all, I did take 500 Mora and those 3 answers you gave me.
The truth of this world. What could it be?
Oh, yes! Yeah, the 7 dragons, gods, no ancient. Still, this time is different. Who do they think they are, going after the Abyss Order's treasures? Oh, Traveler, it's you.
Huh? Ganyu, what are you doing here with Lan? Do you have a commission you need to post?
Hello. We were just discussing the treasure hoarders.
Yes. We were just saying how even the audacious treasure hoarders should know better than to mess with the Abyss. It's just too evil.
But we recently received intel from the Ministry of Civil Affairs that 2 big-time treasure hoarders in Liyue and Mondstadt are planning some big joint operation.
2 big-time treasure hoarders?
Yes. They're known as Big Sis of the South and Raptor of the North.
Oh, Raptor! Paimon remembers he tried to run away from Amber in Mondstadt. But who is Big Sis of the South?
You are correct. She's the head of the treasure hoarders in Liyue. As I understand it, the treasure hoarders all call her boss. Some say that the god of thieves even bestowed a gift upon her for her exploits, making her Big Sis of the gods. But that's probably just a wild rumor.
Anyway, The treasure hoarders discovered some previously unexplored ruins that the Abyss Order has been secretly guarding in the shadows. Despite how dangerous that makes it, all the treasure hoarders can think about is what kinds of treasure could be inside. They have already devised a plan. They will send out a decoy to divert the Abyss Order's forces away from the ruins, then send an expert thief inside to steal the treasure.
To this end, Big Sis and Raptor have reportedly recruited a certain Grand Thief from Fontaine.
Grand Thief? That's quite an impressive sounding title.
Ah, indeed. He is an extraordinary individual. The Grand Thief is highly respected in the treasure hoarders, in the same way that we adventurers look up to great adventurers. Ah, so you're familiar with the author of the Tevat Travel Guide, then? Correct. The Grand Thief is someone as renowned as her. So, despite being relative big-timers in Liyue and Mondstadt, Big Sis and Raptor had to put in a lot of work to convince a thief of his status to come and personally oversee this operation.
With the major changes in Liyue recently, the Ministry of Civil Affairs and the Millelith already have their hands full. But anything related to the Abyss makes me feel like there is some unknown danger lurking beneath the surface, so I decided to come to the Adventurers Guild to post a commission.
Leave this commission to us.
Oh, thank you so much.
Good to see this in the hands of a reliable guild member. Well then, good luck. The guild will take care of the details of this commission.
Time for your arraignment! Motion to compel!
Present.
signs of treasure hoarder activity here. They must have come to these ruins. Let's go deeper inside. Paimon sure hopes Ganyu's information is reliable. There aren't many guards here. Looks like their plan to draw away the Abyss Order's forces really worked.
Burst forth!
More signs that a treasure hoarder was here! This should be the right direction. But why does it feel stranger and stranger as we make it deeper into these ruins? Be careful now. Paimon's right behind you. Could it be? Why is he in that position? That's... Why is the statue of the Seven hanging upside down? And the statue's hands... Paimon remembers they're normally holding an orb, right? But this statue is holding... What is that? Paimon has a really bad feeling about this. And the Grand Thief hasn't moved an inch. Do you think he's... Hello? Are you okay, mister? He's dead. Paimon doesn't feel so good. Let's get out of here, and fast! We should report back to Ganyu and Lon. Ah! Now what? We can't stay here! Quick, run!
I object.
I ride on wind and cloud.
You cannot spy on the secrets of the Abyss. You have come here. You have seen our secrets. For this, you must pay the price. As a herald, I will mete out your punishment.
An Abyss Herald?
Dainsleif. Oh, I thought you were just a couple of pests that stumbled in here by mistake. So, you are with Dainsleif, that constant annoyance in our affairs. Did he send you here to die? His resistance against the Abyss has gone nowhere for a long time. There is nothing you can do to change the tide. The Abyss is unstoppable.
What is this power? Pirate's never seen it before. Careful, please don't get cocky.
Live! Burst forth!
You can't run!
From whence you came! Live!
This power, it seems familiar. I see. So it's you. You are the one. In that case, I shall stay here no longer.
What a tough battle. Are you okay? Oh, such a strong enemy. Who knew the Abyss Order had monsters this powerful among... Huh? What is it? What are you thinking about? Oh, right, yeah. We're near the exit now. Let's get out of this scary place before something even more dangerous shows up.
So, we meet again. A little sooner than I had expected.
Hey, it's Dane!
Judging by your expression, it seems you just experienced something quite strange. Could it be that you encountered an Abyss Herald in those ruins?
Huh? How did you...
I've been on the Abyss Herald's trail. I didn't expect to find you here as well. An inverted statue of the Seven, holding abyssal power in its hands. No, I have never seen such a thing during my time fighting the Abyss, though I have had my suspicions. Tell me the rest of what happened in there. So you escaped the ruin depths filled with abyssal power, and then?
And then, as we got close to the exit, an Abyss Herald suddenly appeared and blocked our way! We fought a big battle with that thing. Maybe it hasn't gotten too far yet.
Yes, this is a rare opportunity indeed. Come, let's catch up to it.
Let's go! A rare opportunity with Dana.
Burst forth! Come into being! Burst forth! Moment of birth!
Judgment! Lights out!
A touch of frost! Burst forth!
Boom!
Come into being!
Those Abyss mages just now. Were they trying to ambush us?
No. They were just digging through these abandoned ruin guards looking for something of value.
Oh, is that so? The Traveler here seems to like doing that a lot, too. Looking for chaos devices, chaos circuits, you know, that kind of stuff.
They wouldn't be searching for such ordinary objects. In fact, I was nearby investigating precisely because Abyss mages often come out from that ruin to explore. They seem to be searching the remains of ruin guards for a certain valuable object to take back to the ruins. However, they look disappointed, so it would seem they haven't found it yet.
Well then, why didn't you grab one of them just now and ask what they were up to?
I certainly don't mean to be merciful, but I have a feeling that their plan with this object is of major importance to the entire Abyss Order. One cannot discover the truth behind it through interrogation. Or rather, these Abyss mages likely fear something else, much more than they do a painful interrogation.
Paimon is...
All right, we shouldn't waste too much time.
Burst forth!
Objects like this may prove useful when purging evil spirits.
Come into being!
Keep within the law.
Spirit Blade! Attack! Forth my blade!
Live! Witness my great undertaking! Come into being!
Motion to compel. You can't run. Shiver.
Swift and merciful!
Incinerate.
Live! Feel this ancient power! Burst forth!
Motion to...
Live!
Yeah. Ha.
Burst forth! Come into being!
Wow! Besides the Abyss Order, Ruin Guards sure are active around here. Seems wherever we find an Abyss Mage hideout, there's often a bunch of Ruin Guards roaming around too. Is that just a coincidence? Or...
There are no coincidences in the world. Everything is the fruit of seeds planted long ago. Just like your appearance in that tavern. Time is just waiting for those seeds to sprout. Forget it. Just some needless musings. The connection between the Abyss Order and the Ruin Guards is by no means incidental. Rather, they are both branches that have grown out and up from the same roots below.
branches? Roots? What do you mean exactly?
Both originate from an ancient nation that was destroyed 500 years ago. Khaenri'ah.
Huh? Khaenri'ah? Really? The Abyss Order and Ruin Guards are left over from after the destruction of that nation? Oh, speaking of Khaenri'ah, that's really a super ancient name. Oh, right. As your guide, Paimon should explain a bit here. A long time ago, the nation of Khaenri'ah was... Huh? You have memories of being there. But that nation was destroyed 500 years ago.
Is that so? Well, everyone has their secrets. You did not pry into mine, so I shall not pry into yours. But, if you would like to tell me, I will listen. So, the Khaenri'ah you saw, what was it like?
So that's the complete story, huh? Paimon thought that you ran into that unknown god first.
I see. So your first memory after coming to this world was being awoken by your sister from within that meteorite.
It seems your sister woke up first.
And then your sister told you that the destruction of Khaenri'ah plunged the whole world into chaos, and that you two should leave this world called Teyvat?
The destruction of Khaenri'ah? She said that?
That destruction you witnessed, that's History from 500 years ago. It seems the first time you awoke in this world was indeed during that period.
Huh. So your sister must have understood this world better than you did, because she woke up first.
And it was shortly after that that you encountered an unknown god who blocked your path, so you couldn't escape.
Oh, Paimon knows this part really well.
I understand. When you awoke at that time and hurriedly tried to leave for another world, you didn't know anything about Khaenri'ah. But now, since you have come to gain some understanding of Teyvat, you are able to guess that the war you witnessed all those years ago must be the war that ended Khaenri'ah. Am I right?
Ah, if that's the case, you must have been flipping through all sorts of books during our adventure these past few months. Before going to Mondstadt, you had just looked at some vague materials. Later, we managed to gather a whole bunch of old books from all around Mondstadt and Liyue, but you told Paimon they were useless. So, the whole time you were just trying to learn more about Khaenri'ah so you could find your sister? Oh, yeah! You can travel around the 7 nations to find the 7. But where can you go to find a nation that was destroyed 500 years ago?
I probably know more about Khaenri'ah than both of you. Khaenri'ah was a nation without a god. Not because it had a god that died or abandoned them, but because it never had a god to begin with. It was a powerful nation, built purely by humans. An unprecedented, flourishing, and glorious civilization. It was the pride of humankind.
A nation without a god?
Later events unfolded just as you remember. It was all destroyed by gods.
You mean that...
500 years ago, the gods descended upon the world and brought desolation to Khaenri'ah. The pride of humankind was uprooted and crushed, like a weed removed from the garden of the gods.
How could that be? The history books don't say anything about that.
Yes, well, continuing to discuss the past now will only dampen our spirits. Let's keep moving. I will tell you more of what you want to know as we continue our search.
Burst forth! Live! If this treasure could talk.
Objection!
A touch of frost. There. Coming to be.
Boom boom!
forth! Swift and merciful!
End this quickly!
Submit for judgment! Forth, my
Judgment!
Stay.
come into being!
I guess this is it.
So it's not gold. It certainly glitters.
Frozen. Crisp.
Moment of birth!
Get out of my way! Fulfill my duty! It's the highest price.
Breath of the flame!
Joy will only just begun.
Punishment!
Isn't over.
Spirit Blade! Attack!
Miscalculated.
Motion to compel!
My work finished.
This world holds many a rare treasure.
Incinerate!
Come into being! Burst forth!
It's more ruin guards and abyss mages. Dane was just saying how these ancient machines are from Conria. So, did Conria have a lot of ruins that needed to be guarded?
No. Ruin Guard is the name modern people have given these machines. No one called them that 500 years ago. These Ruin Guards were known as Field Tillers by the people of Conria.
Field Tillers? What a strange name.
It's not like you think. Field Tiller was just a code name. The people of Conria like to give code names to their weapons. The land is not to be tilled with farming tools, but rather is to be fought for with steel and blood. This is how the field tiller came about.
Fought for with steel and blood? Well, that's an interesting way of understanding till.
After the destruction of Canria, these masterless field tillers went completely out of control. They wandered aimlessly over the centuries, gradually spreading to every corner of Teyvat. Perhaps resonating with the sorrow of other civilizations lost to time, they found their way to various ruins across the land, where they lie dormant.
That sounds so sad.
Once you understand more, those details won't mean much to you. But no matter their past, all that remains of them now is the danger they pose. So destroy them all.
Coming to be! Witness my great undertaking! Burst forth!
Live! Swift and merciful, submit for judgment. One with my blade.
Judgment! Shiver!
Burst forth! Feel this ancient power!
Time for your arraignment! Motion to compel!
Swift and merciful.
Live!
Huh? This abyss maze dropped a talisman. Could it be a communication of some kind?
This talisman seems connected to the Abyss Herald. But why would an Abyss Mage be carrying it? Perhaps it really does contain information about their operation.
But Paimon can't read the writing on it. Is that the script of Conria?
Engulf the faith of an enemy in flame, and bring glory to Her Highness the Princess.
What? Is that what it says?
Loom of Fate, initial operation. They, the Abyss, seem to be carrying out a large operation. The keyword here is Loom of Fate. It seems like they are still launching the operation, or rather, are still conducting preliminary tests.
Loom of Fate? What's that? Is it literally a fate-weaving machine? From the horrible feeling Paimon's been getting, those eerie ruins are super likely to be related to this fate-weaving operation. So, Dane, what message does this talisman contain?
I'm reading it now. An ambitious operation. But some parts are difficult to understand.
How so?
In short, the first phase of the plan is related to Osile, Overlord of the Vortex.
The Overlord of the Vortex? You mean that god in the ocean? What do they want with Osile?
I know of your past heroics regarding Dvalin, and I also know of the Abyss Order's role in the Storm Terror incident. Though you may not have been aware of it at the time, you were thwarting an Abyss Order operation similar to this one.
Last time it was Venti's old friend. This time it's a huge ancient god. The Abyss Order keeps setting their sights higher and higher. Will the Abyss Order use their lies and dark magic to corrupt Osile, just as they did Dvalin?
No. From the contents of the talisman, this operation goes one step further. They won't just corrupt Osile's mind. They also plan to use the ancient technology behind the field tillers to completely transform Osile's body.
Is that even possible? So wait, the Abyss Order wants to make some sort of cybernetic squid god of mass destruction?
Very few people today truly understand the civilization of Kanria. Though, of course, the accuracy of that understanding itself is difficult to judge. Only the Abyss Order has consistently sought out the remnants of Kanria. Despite being far from human, they seek out this lost human civilization quite persistently. The talisman's message states that they will use the defiled statue as a base, attaching Osial's limbs to construct a mechanized god. And the new core that shall replace the orb usually held by the Statue of the Seven is the eye of the very first field tiller.
The eye of the very first field tiller? Oh, Paimon gets it! All those Abyss mages are looking for the special eye, right?
It would seem so.
This whole thing keeps getting more complicated. But basically, it all has to do with that eerie statue of the Seven we saw, right?
Yes. According to the talisman, the eye should be placed in the hands of the defiled statue, thereby imbuing the newly born god with the power to topple the divine thrones of Celestia.
Oh boy, the Abyss Order sure isn't holding back with this plan. Since no one knows where the first field tiller is, how about we take the information about the statue as the starting point for our investigation? Yeah, that tone-deaf bard is too difficult to track down anyway. Let's go to the cathedral first and ask around. Maybe we'll learn something.
The cathedral.
Huh? What's the...
Nothing. Let's get... A huge statue, a grandiose cathedral. The people of Mondstadt clearly spent a great deal of resources and energy to construct them. But how aware of this was the Animal Archon on receiving this gift?
Faith doesn't ask for anything in return?
As long as the gods have a clear conscience about it all, there's nothing I can say about it.
Shh! We're about to enter the cathedral! Don't say anything bad about the Animal Archon! And actually, the Animal Archon is... never mind!
I never specifically said I would enter the cathedral. I'll leave you two to mingle with the sisters.
Huh?
You are the honorary knight of Mondstadt. They will surely allow you to poke into these affairs with their utmost trust. Having me tag along would only make them suspicious. Correct. And just as our little friend said, I might say something bad about the church at any time. When a non-believer steps onto holy ground, the result is never pretty. I have never received the favor of the gods in the past. That's enough about that.
Okay, then.
I should warn you, the Church of Favon also, meddling in the affairs of the Abyss usually doesn't end well for anyone.
Going out into the world and investigating, turning the unknown into the known. I miss this feeling.
A huge statue, but how aware?
Faith doesn't ask for any... Shh! And act... Huh?
You are the having me tag along would only make them correct. When a non-believer, I have never. That's enough about that.
Okay.
I should warn the Church of also.
Anything the Knights can do for you?
Fourth, my blade.
Honorary Knight. Hi, how have you been? Do you need a...
It seems she hasn't realized it's just an illusion. Oh, we're here to ask some questions about something. Barbara, have you heard about the first field tiller? Of course you wouldn't know anything about that. Okay, next question. Has the church ever lost a statue of the Seven?
Huh? You're here to ask about that old story? Well, I didn't expect that. That was such a long time ago. There was indeed nearly every member of the church joined the search for it, but it was never found. In the church's records, as you might assume, this incident has been called the Lost Statue of the Seven.
Of course!
Of course?
Nothing? So do you have any other clues? Paimon means any other strange stories? Sorry, Barbara, but we can't tell you about the statue we saw just yet. Like Dane said outside, it's for your own good.
Other strange stories? I'm not sure. Let me think about what other unusual incidents are in the church's records. Oh, the Tyrant's Final Fury? No, that's from another time. Probably unrelated.
The Tyrant's Final Fury?
Oh, this refers to a time of great danger that engulfed Old Mondstadt, the place now known as Storm Terror's lair. Many, many years ago, there was a time when balls of fire would rain from the sky whenever anyone approached Old Mondstadt.
Balls of fire raining from the sky? How terrifying!
People at that time believed it was a curse laid down by the god of storms, so they referred to it as the Tyrant's Final Fury. This strange phenomenon continued for about a year. Right. Later, the theory of the Tyrant's Final Fury became less probable in the eyes of the church. Common reasoning dictates that the god of storms wouldn't shoot fireballs. Perhaps it was something else that caused the disaster. Anyway, this incident might not be related to the lost statue of the Seven, but I just can't think of any other strange incidents that might be.
It's okay. Thanks anyway.
There's that pointless word, thank you, again. I can never get used to hearing it.
Oh, Rosaria, it's you.
If you're looking for the Knights of Favonius, they're busy with those monsters again.
Those monsters?
Those monsters that tried to attack Mondstadt last time during the Storm Terror incident?
Wasn't that the Abyss Order? They're at it again?
Indeed. They're gathering in Wolvendom, causing great unrest among the wolves. Could it be that the Abyss Order is targeting the spirit of Lupus Boreas? As for what purpose, I can't say for certain. Master Jean has already headed off to Wolvendom. I must also begin to make a move myself.
Then I will go as well.
Master Jean said you should stay at the church and continue your work with the clergy.
But you're also a member of the clergy.
Right! We'll go give Master Jean a hand!
Oh, okay. If the Honorary Knight will be there, then... But please, everyone, be careful. May the Animal Archon protect...
A touch of frost.
I see. Has the Abyss Order already launched a new operation? This could very well have something to do with the defiled statue.
But what is the Abyss Order going to Wolvendom for anyway?
No, that's not... Unlike Osile, who was just suppressed, Andreas died long... Today, it is just his spirit that stands guard over Wolvendom. The Abyss Herald may just be targeting the spirit of Andreas. Don't underestimate the enemy. Let's take them now.
Witness my great undertaking. Live! A touch of frost.
You can't run! Lights out.
Yeah. Coming to be. Yeah. Ha. Live!
Judgment!
Burst forth!
The closer we get to the target, the more...
Yeah.
I'm... not going any further.
Huh? Why not? Is it because you're afraid of fluffy animals?
It has nothing to do with wolves. It's because Boreas was an ancient god, yet he willingly became a servant of the Seven. I cannot possibly agree with his actions. I don't desire any interaction with him. Besides, you're the one people like. I have no problem interacting with people, but interacting with gods, that's a different... It's just my opinion, but a word of advice. Always be on your guard when around gods. You shouldn't place too much trust in them. But at the same time, don't go too far in the opposite direction. Don't go trying to overthrow them or hunt them down. even if the god in question is your sworn enemy.
Don't trust them and don't...
Lest I repeat the failings of my forebears, I will tell you one final fact.
Huh?
The destruction of the nation of Kanria by the gods is the reason the Abyss Order now seeks to destroy the nations watched over by the Seven. Well, enough chit-chat. We should get back to business. I will go take care of the...
What a strange man. Yeah, that's true. You also keep your guard up against unfamiliar gods. At the Rite of Dissension in Liyue...
Honorary Knight, Paimon, what are you two doing here?
Oh, Master Chief! Rosaria told us that you came here to fight the Abyss Order, so we came to help.
Then your help is greatly appreciated. The Abyss Order's sudden offensive is I just scouted out all of Wolven. Rosaria told me that the Abyss Order is going after Boreas. But the Abyss Order and Boreas...
They just like to cause trouble. The Abyss Order already went after Dvalin. It's not too surprising that...
Regardless, Honorary Knight, please go and check if Lupus... this god's spirit... He does not often see people. Okay, be...
Come into being! Live!
Look! Over there, it's Razor! And the Abyss Herald!
You!
Claim to be a guardian, yet your once sharp claws have clearly... If you serve...
What the heck is... Oh no! Is this the same...
Wolves never surrender! But this...
No matter... Bow before the Abyss!
Come into being!
Incinerate! You can't run! What a nuisance!
One with my blade, from whence you came! Live! Feel this ancient power! Burst forth!
Punishment!
Live!
Inadmissible evidence! Motion to
Come into being!
Resistance is futile. The end is nigh.
Live!
judgment!
Submit for judgment!
Incinerate!
Tide.
Come into being!
Yeah! Boom boom! You can't run! Shiver! Yeah!
Live! Attack your frost! Spirit Blade! Attack!
Will burn.
Burst forth! Moment of birth!
The ceremony was interrupted. How fortunate for you. How does an old spirit have such determined will? No matter. This is but a small unforeseen variable. Our grand scheme will not be affected.
It disappeared again!
Thank you. You came. Just in time.
Human Lupercal. ashamed that you must see me in my present state. But still, the Abyss Herald underestimated my strength.
Lupus Boreas never refuses trial, but scary outsider, not respect trial rules. I too didn't see the trap.
Wait, so you mean the Abyss Order had everything prepared to corrupt Lup?
Thank you. In the future, my claws, you smell danger?
No, we heard about the danger. Paimon's nose doesn't even know it did. Besides coming to help, we... excuse us, Mr. Wolf God. Do you know anything about the first field tiller?
I pay no heed to the contraptions of humans. I know not what this field tiller is. Though there was indeed one human-made machine that I can never forget. It entered into my proving ground by accident, and I mistook it for a challenger. But it could not think, only fight. It was designed as a pure killing machine from top to bottom. I eventually damaged it greatly with one of my attacks. Before it fell to the ground, it fled the proving ground.
By the sounds of it, it's possible that could have been the very first field tiller, right?
Yes, it could spin, leap high into the air, and even shoot fireballs. Although no match for a god, it was stronger than even many who wield visions.
Fireballs? Hey, didn't we hear this somewhere else recently as well? Anyway, this pretty much proves that the first field tiller came to Mondstadt, doesn't it? It sounds like the first one was way stronger than the mass-produced ruin guards that came after. But in this story, it was damaged at the proving ground while fighting the Wolf of the North.
Don't know, but...
Yes, you were a big help. Thanks. We need to keep investigating something super important. The Abyss Herald may have left, but the Abyss's forces are still attacking. You two be careful.
Yes, I smell more danger. You too, also be careful.
Well, that was some good intel. Quick, let's go tell Dane.
Ample light, active biological organisms. Yes, this is a good place to sketch. Did you see Master Jean?
I saw her, but purposely avoided her. As both the Lion Fang Knight and acting Grand Master, she naturally would have some reservations towards me. If I'm not careful, one day I may find myself becoming the object of one of her investigations. But back to the matter at hand. I defeated some of the Abyss forces, but wasn't able to gather any information. Did you have more success? I see. Well then, we can more or less figure out where the first field tiller ended up.
Huh? Really? Just from the Lupus Boreas story?
That information combined with a more comprehensive analysis. For example, the old story you told me you heard in the cathedral. Exactly. The strange story told to you by that young sister, long mistaken to be a curse rained down by a deceased tyrant.
Ah, Paimon gets it! So the tyrant's final fury was really just missiles fired from the field tiller after it ran from Wolvendom. After it was damaged in the fight with the Wolf of the North, it must have wandered into the ruins of Old Mondstadt and stayed there. Then, whenever anyone got close, pew, pew, boom! It would fire a ton of missiles at them, until one day, it finally broke down for good, and the fireballs stopped raining from the sky. Back then, the people of Mondstadt hadn't seen many ruin guards before, so they came to interpret it as the Tyrant's final fury.
It looks like we need to make a trip to Storm Terror's lair and comb the entire area. What do you mean?
Huh? You mean... Oh, Paimon remembers too! We saw that abandoned ruin guard sitting atop the tower when we went there before. Can't forget something like that. This is it, right? Okay then, use your elemental sight to look for the eye. Ooh, so what did you see? Huh? Nothing.
This requires another. Using elemental sight on a field tiller is of no use because it. Let me give it a try. And done.
Wow!
The very thing the Abyss Herald has been seeking all along. The eye of the first field tiller. All of the ruin guards today are just replicas of this machine. As the prototype, its combat capability was unrestricted.
Prototype?
As the Abyss Order has surmised, and if the limbs of Osial, Overlord of the Vortex, are attached to them, and this newly born god will have the power to top. Yes.
Then, what should we do with this eye?
No. I'll guard it myself.
Huh? You?
You may doubt me if you wish, but I must ensure, no matter where we may hide.
Oh!
But our work isn't done yet. To avoid any further repercussions, we must also take care of that defiled statue. We can't have the church get involved.
Destroy it? Well, good thing we didn't tell.
Do the Seven really expect me to? Let's go back to those ruins and destroy the inverted statue. If we are lucky, I'll make sure it doesn't get away.
So after all that running around, we end up right back here again. Look at us. We barely escaped this place last time, and now we're strolling right back in. Gee, surely we must be some of the bravest adventurers in all of Teyvat. That are the stupidest.
Looks like an eerie, lifeless...
Oh.
Be careful to not be overwhelmed.
You are just as... I sense your soul is stained. Oh, then we are the same.
It is your words that forever reek of time to silence you!
Bow before the abyss!
Yeah!
Forth, my blade!
You can't run!
Come into being! Swift and merciful! Submit for judgment! Burst forth!
Incinerate! Judgment! Punishment! You can't run!
All life will perish!
Come into being! Witness my great undertaking! Burst forth!
Abyss! Grant me new life! The end!
Spirit blade! Attack! A touch of frost! Come into being! Live! I cannot underestimate my enemy. Swift and merciful!
You can't run! Lights out. Judgment!
Come into being!
Time for your arraignment! Motion to...
From whence you came! Burst forth! Moment of birth!
The world will burn! Princess.
Hey! Could that be?
Ether.
Wait! Your sister?
Ether. Why are you with Dane?
Uh-huh? Your sister?
Lumine.
You shouldn't team up with... He is my...
Lumine.
But it must be said, that man, Dainsleif, was the Twilight Sword, one of the royal guards of the final dynasty of Conria. A curse of immortality was laid upon him to forever wander the wilderness, while he watched the people he was supposed to protect turn into monsters.
You're saying Dane is from Conria? And you said the people turned into monsters? You're trying to tell Paimon that the Abyss Order is not only related to Conria, but is actually the people of Conria that... and the whole thing about Dane being your enemy...
Home. Yes. But I cannot go with you to the next world to find a new home. Until the Abyss has engulfed the thrones, my war with destiny will see no end. Listen to me, Ether. I have already traveled through this world once. Once you reach the end of your journey as I... So we'll meet again. Though we need not rush, brother. I have more than enough time to wait for you. We have always had enough time.
Oh, don't be too sad. We'll find them again. Look on the bright side. At least now, as well as the Seven, Dane is also a key part of finding your sibling too, right? That's right. By the way, what they said just... Oh. First off, it seems like your sister is leading the... Also, your sister said that she wants... Next thing, turns out the Abyss Order monsters are really what the people of Conria turned into after their nation was destroyed. And Dane is from Conria too. He witnessed its destruction 500 years ago. So that's why your sister said that Dane is her enemy. But if... Also, how come... After all this time we spent searching for your sister, it turns out she's on the side of the Abyss. Yeah, then we can't... Our journey's not up. If your sister wants you to reach the end of your journey, come on, traveler, let's go.
Coming to be!
Are you okay? Paimon never imagined... Well, Paimon believes... And when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Right? She said we needed to... And we won't find out what this journey is or where it will end unless we keep... Then Paimon will... Although... Where she... Oh, you mean the god that took your... You're right. After all... Yeah. Well, we've ruled out 2 gods so far. The Animo and Geo Archons. Paimon doesn't think we can simply walk into Inazuma. Zhongli's... Why don't we ask someone from Inazuma? Oh, Paimon, let's see what she has to...
What a view. How about a quick break so I can sketch this beautiful scenery?
Oh. Hello. Oh, I mean good fortune, right? I'm still learning to talk like a local. Is there anything I can help you with?
We wanted to ask, how do we get into Inazuma?
Oh, so that's why you're here. Well, there is a way.
Great! We came to the right person!
But the chance of success is incredibly small. It was in leaving Inazuma that I found out just how dangerous this method truly was. All I had to rely on was a little wooden raft that I'd put together myself. There was a storm raging ahead of me, and after I'd escaped their clutches, I floated on the open ocean for I don't know how many, but to my surprise, my journey... that's right. I escaped by the skin of my teeth. The fact that...
What a horrible journey!
Well, because everything is just too restrictive over there. The atmosphere is so stifling.
Kanjo Commission?
Along with the other two commissions, one of the obligations of the Kanjo Commission is to conduct rigorous identity checks on all individuals leaving or entering Inazuma. All non-nationals are processed centrally on Rito upon arrival. Meanwhile, the Tenryo Commission is responsible for implementing the recently promulgated Vision Hunt Decree. They act like the executive arm of the Raiden Shogun's rule. Loyal, yet unfeeling. It doesn't feel good to speak ill of my home like this. But after spending so long under that oppressive atmosphere, I begin to lose all hope for the future. What I mean to say is, unless you have an extremely compelling reason to go to Inazuma, you should abandon your plans of trying to get there. And even if you did manage to find a way, you'd still have to produce the necessary documentation at the...
Seems like they really don't want anyone setting foot in Inazuma, huh?
They only set that up as a port to guarantee a supply of goods and... But if you really are set on going... That's not what I meant. You could ask someone from the Crux Fleet if they have some way of getting you to Inazuma. Their voyaging far and wide has made them...
But it's an armed fleet, right? Why would they agree to a request like this?
That part is up to you. If you're able to persuade their captain, Beidou, then the hardest part will be out of the way. The Alcor is the flagship of the Crux Fleet. I heard that it's currently anchored by Guyun Stone Forest on a supply run. This might be your best chance.
Then there's no time to lose. Let's go find Captain Beidou.
Burst forth!
Boom boom!
Live! Come into being! Burst forth! Come into being!
Motion to compel! Shiver!
One with my blade! Forth with my blade! Burst forth! Feel this ancient power! A touch of frost! Burst forth! Live! If this treasure could talk.
You can't run!
One with my blade!
Boom boom!
A touch of frost!
Breath of the flame!
Spirit blade!
Judgment! Light out!
Moments of birth! Burst forth!
Motion to compel!
One with my blade! Submit for judgment! Live! Witness my great undertaking! Burst forth! If this treasure could talk.
This world holds many a rare treasure.
Judgment! Shiver!
Coming to be!
Inadmissible evidence! You can't run! Judgment!
Burst forth, swift and merciful! Spirit blade! Attack! Coming to be! Moment of birth!
Punishment! Incinerate!
Still within my threshold. Burst forth! One with my blade! Objects like this may prove useful when purging evil spirits.
Who have we got here? Ningguang told me about you. A traveler of great... She's a hard one to please, so praise from her is high praise indeed. I remember thinking at the time that it'd be good to meet you in person, judging by the clothes on your back and this floating thing. I guess that time has come.
Hey! The name's not Floating Thing! It's Paimon!
Paimon? What a fascinating being. You two give off not only the essence of wind and earth, but also of... Yes, the stars.
Huh? The freak...
Pay it no heed. I mean only to say I am certain that it is by...
You're not far off, but they go by a different name in Inazuma. This young man is Kaidahara Kazuha, a temporary addition to my crew for reasons I won't bore you with. Occasionally, he opens his mouth and flowers come out instead of words.
With this fine ship and the soft sea breeze, would it not be romantically Only if the mood takes me, of course.
Hey, you don't want to pass this opportunity up too easily.
Oh, wait a minute. What's the clash?
Huh? The Crux Clash is a martial arts tournament. There are two important rules. 1, competitors must be renowned fighters. We want those with real martial arts ability, not just people taking part for them. So, you've got nothing to worry about there. I don't think there's anyone out there who hasn't heard of you. 2, you can't take part if you've got a vision. Otherwise, things get a little... You must be feeling confident, but you might want to... And with Liyue's savior taking part in the tournament, now that's gonna turn a few heads. I think...
But we didn't come here...
Well, before you dismiss the idea completely, you might be interested to hear that the prize this time round is particularly sought after. Get this. It's a masterless vision.
Supplied by myself, as a matter of fact. If the tournament champion can reawaken that vision...
Is there really such thing as a
When a vision bearer dies, the light in their... As for whether this shell has any...
Yep. And the way organizing the clash is my... So if you don't have a vision, this is the perfect opportunity to get your hands on one of your very own.
Yeah, we're interested in getting to Inazuma.
Inazuma?
Well, why didn't you say so? In that case, if you win the tournament, I'll give you a choice. Masterless vision, or a ticket to Inazuma aboard the Alcor.
You just want him
to... What's wrong with that? The more talent we have, the better the turn...
What are we gonna
do? Great.
It seems like it will only be a matter of time before the answer is...
What in the world does this really mean?
Are you
This.
here to...
Boom, boom!
A touch of frost.
Let me amuse myself.
Judgment! Motion to compel!
Coming to be!
Just...
This world holds many a rare treasure.
Before we sign up, let's see who the other competitors are. Hello.
You bet I am. Have you put your names down yet? Well, I'd have a look at the entrance criteria if I were you. The Clash is a Nobody wants to see...
Yeah.
Me? Only a form... What? You... Nonsense. Have you been living under a rock? It's been going on for years. Not to mention, I've helped them. They tried to sneak. I planted a left. I stood my ground, of course. A roundhouse kick sent the I'm not saying I came.
But for us,
I'll see you in the arena.
Beto said... Hi there, are you...
That's right. Nothing beats real-life combat, but this tournament is more...
Exactly. With a vision, we'd quickly become our
This master of yours...
famous. He's the founder of the Ling Shan clan. And it's... You probably wouldn't have heard of it. It was founded quite recently. He's got to be a great to the Ling Shan clan. It's a type of breathing. For example,
one time, he sent a challenger flying into the air without lifting a finger.
It sure is. But
we're clearly...
There's a tuition fee?
Of course. This is a grand master we're talking about here.
But here we are, having trained under him directly all this time without even a hint of improvement. Master is getting increasingly impatient. Recently, though, we heard that a vision bearer joined the Guhua clan and made pretty much...
So, if we can get our hands on a vision too, maybe we can finally...
Well, we have to try...
Exactly. Folks will come from far and wide. Heck, we could...
See you in the arena!
Hey, youngster. Are you here for the Crux class? If so, seems I've...
So you're also...
You better believe it. I wouldn't be... From me? Obtaining a vision is the final and most... No. I know how that sounds. I've passed every... In most people's, a vision.
You have so much self-confidence.
That's not important. I've also brought a lot... Of course, I also put in a few good days. Now then, if you don't mind, I need to finish my pre-competition routine. It's not too long now, but...
So, to recap, we're up against an inflated ego, some gullible guys paying way too much for their kung fu classes.
Chink's a
and
village
another
arm
guy
wrestling
who's just
champion, huh?
Really average.
Next, please. What's your name? Wait, aren't you? Did I hear that right?
Is it really them?
Huh? Aren't they a vision bearer, though? Why are they trying...
I have to ask. Aren't you the traveler that helped Liyue fight off that ancient god? Oh, it's really him!
The one that spoke with Lady Kuching at the Rite of Part...
Oh, I wonder if...
I trust you are aware that, only those without visions can enter the tournament. Really? But from what I've heard, the things you're capable of in combat are nothing short of extraordinary. You walk into the most dangerous situations imaginable, face off against all sorts of monsters, even the Fatui, and always come out...
Yep, he still doesn't have a vision, though. See for yourself.
My apologies. I didn't mean to be rude. I'm sure a great hero like your... it's just a formality for you, of course, but so far I've got defeated the ancient god Osile, so that's one. Do you have any others?
Yeah! Also, don't forget to mention that the previous battles include, but are not limited to, Storm Terror, Dvalin, and Fatui Harbinger Child.
Whoa!
Might as well declare him the champion.
I wonder if it's too...
Okay, right. You're a great hero such as yourself can...
Oh, we're not...
There's another prize, too?
Beto must have upped the stakes this time.
But why would anyone want to go somewhere as dangerous as in a zoo?
I see. So... Well, I'm sure a great hero has an important... Anyway, the qualifying rounds are about to begin.
Hey, so even though you don't have a vision, most people in Tibet... So Paimon thinks you probably shouldn't use your elemental abilities during the tournament. You know, just... In any case, looking at the competition... Alright.
You seem like you're raring to go. Are you ready? Good. Then...
Seems like you've got a pretty good chance of winning this thing.
Our next competitor is seen by many as the favorite to win this tournament. His first bout begins now!
Come on, let's go sign up. What a strange guy. Why was he so confident to begin with? Well, now that we've won, let's go and see Beto. She'll probably have something to say to us.
I knew I wouldn't regret introducing you as the favorite. So, what do you think, Kazuha? He totally dominated that guy and did it with style, too.
Impressive. But I also observed our...
Well, I fought my so come on. We all know...
All right. Let me think. You fought well.
All right, then. You know... And since you signed up, we've had many others do the same, with more than a few top-tier fighters among them. I'm sure lots of them are here to find out how they stack up against you. Well, since everyone sees you as the one to beat, I figure I should start treating you that way too. For one thing, we don't want you wasting all your energy in the early rounds fighting people who are well below your level. So, I'm putting you...
Huh?
This is how Captain Beto works. Besides, at your level...
Huh. To be...
Alright, I'm gonna watch some work. We're finally here, folks.
Your opponent has fought. You may well be stronger than him, but this should not give you cause to lower your... Very well.
Alright, that's...
Your opponent... I do not doubt your ability...
Relax. My guy's at the top of...
Don't worry.
At last, the moment we've all been waiting for. The semifinals have begun. Who's it gonna be this time? The hero or the dark horse?
I don't care about the prize. You're a strong opponent. That's what I'm here for.
We'll talk. The fury.
I'm sweating all over. It's a good feeling. Congratulations. I was beaten by the best. I need to train harder.
Right. For a moment there, Paimon was a little worried. If you had a vision, you'd definitely be one of the strongest around.
I wanted a vision once, when I was a kid. People said that if you're strong enough, you'll have your chance to get one. But mine never came. I lost interest eventually. You can't depend on a vision like you can your own body. I've fought and won against vision bearers before. The power they have was given to them by the gods. I don't envy it.
Huh? You mean you didn't sign up to try and get your hands on that masterless vision?
No, I didn't. I only wanted to pit myself against other fighters and see who was the strongest. Only in defeat can you understand your weaknesses and learn from them. So I'm pleased with today's outcome. I don't often have the pleasure of experiencing defeat.
Wow! Now that's true strength talking.
If you have the chance in the future, please come and spar with me again.
Do you know who else made it into the finals? Is it gonna be someone even tougher than you?
Whether they'll be as tough as me, so don't...
There he goes. Maybe we should ask around, see what...
Ah, it's you! I myself was eliminated.
Maybe...
Why, yes. I faltered for but given my stature, still, I'm sure...
Hey there!
He tried to use force. His opponent was pretty freak. Why don't you dodge, they ask. Don't even get me started. I don't dare tell my Sorry, I shouldn't...
Oh.
Thanks, I'll...
We still haven't got any useful information yet.
You gave an outstanding... I could sense that you... But you were quick to adapt. And in fact, I...
I guess not using your elemental...
We wanted to ask...
Not exactly. As for the guy, what's the matter? Worried that you've bitten off more than...
If that is the case, I haven't properly introduced myself yet.
Yeah, we...
It is true that I do not mean to... Given your talent...
Hang on. Don't you think you're...
Gathering intelligence... Besides our favorite...
You bet... Wait a...
However, there is... Come with me.
Maybe maybe we can go talk to Beto. Surely she's gotta know something.
Now that we're alone, let me cut to the heart of the matter. You are skilled in manipulating the elements.
Paimon.
That's right. If I'm not mistaken, you share these considerations. Since a young age, it is things of this.
As crazy as...
My humble ability to think a human could wield the elements without a vision, and not to mention your incredibly complex...
Hey, stop evaluating us based on...
Could you perchance enlighten me as to how you managed to obtain your combined elemental abilities? So then, might I be so bold as to inquire how exactly it is that you learned to channel elemental energy and even wield it in combat?
It's been a long journey. Honestly, even Paimon doesn't...
Perhaps such unfathomable... However, I still wish... Of course, I too shall share with you... Now then.
Feel this ancient power.
Time for your arraignment!
Burst forth. From whence you came, one with my blade.
Yeah! Shiver!
Live!
Incinerate!
Witness my great undertaking!
Your skills in battle are truly beyond reproach. Even with your opponent's speed, Your opponent is skilled at controlling his breathing and maintaining balance, which enables him to execute. He relies entirely on the element of surprise. In other words, as long as you remain mindful of... Please, save your thanks. If the world is a true...
You seem...
I desire to... And what My apologies for allowing me the honor of witnessing... So that's what you're curious about? As you well know, visions are in the outset. Not to mention...
She sounds like...
As far as I know, Liyue's contracts are meant to benefit all who reside with... It goes without saying that the people locked within...
Sounds a lot...
Oh? Have you encountered the Electro Archon before? With time, we will... If you wish to find her, she will forever be... There will come a day when I too shall... The time...
Oh, right!
If you have no other matters to attend to, then we... Very well.
Never mind. Everyone, listen! We've reached the... We've seen many... Now I'd let he strike...
Wow!
I'm sure. But today's... As for our other... Oh, come on. Apologies! Everyone just sit tight. We've got no other choice. If he doesn't show up...
Wait a moment. Captain Beto, perhaps we... Traveler.
Let me see. It's gone all right.
Huh? Did someone...
We don't know when it was taken.
No need to worry. Even the craftiest sleight of hand does not escape nature's... The culprit has only acted recently. The vision was the prize that I had offered, and it was my responsibility to look after.
Well, I'll stay here and try.
If you would, please come with me.
But...
Come with me. I can...
A wind current?
The winds have come at an opportune moment. Let's seize this chance. Ride the winds upward. From there, we can continue our search for clues.
By the way, what made you suddenly think of checking the prize in the first place?
I heard it the moment it was stolen.
Well, then why didn't you stop him?
You'll see shortly.
A touch of frost. So soon. Coming to be.
Motion to compel.
You can't run from death.
The winds are guiding us forward. The culprit is on the opposite shore now.
You can hear that too? What does it sound like?
Hubris. This way. Follow me. There may be an ambush waiting for us up ahead, but I trust that you are well prepared for such a scenario.
Hoarders, they're here! Get them!
Treasure hoarders, just as I expected. In which case, please stand back.
Coming to be!
Picked the wrong test subject.
You caught up with me? How is that possible? I had even prepared a boat to ensure a quick getaway.
No boat could ever match the speed of the wind.
The wind? What are you talking about? Drat! If I only had a vision. Or, if I could activate this one, then you'd never be able to catch...
This has nothing to do with visions. You may be skilled at vanishing from a... Additionally, your chosen escape route was flawed for reasons that are too numerous to go into. In other words, you failed to meet any of the basic criteria for a grand heist.
You...
But most disappointing of all is the state of the vision in your hand. It appears that the vision doesn't respond to human desire in...
Fine! Fine! I've had my eyes on this vision for quite some time now. I decided to register after hearing that this fighting contest was full of a bunch of lousy fighters. I fought my way to the finals and...
Aha! So you were supposed...
I'd intended to win the contest through skill alone all along. But after watching the semi-finals, I knew that I didn't stand... Since there was no use in trying to fake... I was convinced I prepared thoroughly for my escape. After all I went through to get it? I think not. Really? Fine.
You know, according to the laws of... Huh? Not to mention that the item you stole was a prize. You didn't show up for the final match, and you damaged the reputation of the cap. It seems that it would be only fair to brand the word thief on your forehead.
Whoa, we don't need...
I never would have guessed. If this is where talking gets me, then forget it.
What are you trying to do? Burst forth! Moments of birth! Here's something special! Just a temporary setback!
No! No!
Put down the vision and leave.
Huh?
What's wrong? Are you... It's up to you.
No need.
Huh?
I take no pleasure in fright. When people are forced into a corner, that is when they're... But unfortunately, Yes. From the moment I've tried many, though few tale. After seeing you command multiple elements, I figured that nothing is impossible. Come, why don't you give it a try? I see. So, no matter. This was expected. I suppose this vision...
Yeah, what's this?
The story begins with an old... He was once a good friend of mine. One day he asked me about a sword art of which he had heard, the Musono Hitotachi. I told him it can only be witnessed when divine punishment is administered. It is the pinnacle of the Raiden Shogun's skill, a symbol of ultimate power. But he replied, there must be one who can withstand it. There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow. Then, the Vision Hunt decree arrived. People's aspirations were stripped away as the Raiden Shogun began to construct her ideal of eternity. While I was fleeing from place to place, I heard that my friend had challenged the Vision Hunters to a duel before the throne. A solemn yet brutal challenge. The defeated face divine punishment, while the victors gain a second chance. Perhaps he thought he of all people should make a stand. Coming face to face with the Musono Hitotachi was all that he truly desired, after all. When I arrived at Tenshukaku, the duel was over. I heard his sentence of divine punishment, his severed blade hitting the ground. Perhaps that was the glory he had yearned to witness. In his last moments, what expression was on his face? Before I knew it, I had stepped forward and snatched the dying vision and was running from the scene. All I knew was that I mustn't let his hope, which burned so brightly, become buried among the ice-cold statue of a god. Perhaps one day I may come to find that all I have done is meaningless. But as a wandering samurai, I find meaning in traveling and the sprawling beauty of nature that lies along the way, while still retaining the warrior way in my heart.
Kazuha!
It's just another way of saying I do as I please. All right then, it's time we returned. Allow me to gather the wind for...
Huh? Did Beta leave already? Maybe she went back to her ship.
If you're looking for the captain, she was summoned by Lady Ningguang. It seems that the Crux clash got out of hand this time and has attracted her attention. Captain Beto was muttering something about Ningguang being a stick in the mud as she headed off to Liyue Harbor.
It's not unusual for those two to be at odds with one another.
But still, Captain Beto was disappointed she didn't get to witness the crowning of the new champion. She had been looking for...
The one who stole the vision was originally to be this hero's opponent. He knew he stood no chance of winning the match, thus the wicked idea. In which case, the Crux clash comes...
Huh? So that... If that's the case, then the rules stipulate that he is disqualified. And our hero here is the...
Paimon thought we'd win and all, but now...
It doesn't matter, as the saying goes.
Yes, I believe so. Though Captain Beto is no... But the voyage to Inazuma is a treacherous one. You will be plagued by a perpetual tempest the entire trip. In fact, the relentless rain and wind are also an embodiment of...
Hold on a second. You're saying she can change the weather just with the power of her...
Let us not forget that this is one of the 7 Archons. If Liyue's Morax could form Guyun's stone forest by casting down his stone spears, then it should come as no great surprise that the Raiden Shogun is capable of... Suffice it to say that if you... In the meantime, I intend to embark on a journey of my own.
Paimon believes you...
Thank you. May one final word of warning. The part of your journey that lies after the storm may well prove to be the most arduous.
spilling out into the... world and investigating, turning the unknown into the known. Ah.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. What can I do for you, traveler? Ah, yes. I've heard that you've already made a rain. Now that I think about it.
There you are. You're the traveler that Beidou will be taking to Inazuma, right? Oh, is that right? The fleet is nearly completed reprovisioning. Once the crews have taken a head count, Captain Beidou sent me to come get you. Well,
Seems Beidou is a captain.
of course. There are many things that the captain and...
So you'll be heading off then? Weather the journey before you... Until we meet again. Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Oh.
Well, if that's how you feel, why not come and find me when you arrive? I'll be awaiting you on Narukami Island.
So there's another Catherine and Nina.
Well, I guess it's time for...
Okay, thanks for coming all the...
Just following orders.
This world holds many a rare treasure.
If all these years, come rain or storm, the Crux fleet has never suffered a delay. We set sail for the
Anchors away!
Ahoy there. So, you finally made it. You sure kept me waiting, Captain. And it appears we have a couple of stowaways. Or perhaps I should say, honored guests.
You can blame your almighty Shogun. The tempests around Inazuma have been growing all the more fierce lately. Though the fleet was fully up to the challenge, the inclement weather still caused some delay. Now then, let me introduce everyone. This is Toma, a trade partner that I've gotten to know recently.
You don't know how long I've been waiting to see you.
Toma, these two are...
Oh, no need for introductions. Their reputation precedes them. It seems even the stormy seas can't keep rumors of these outlanders' sterling deeds at bay.
With any luck, Toma's resided on Rito for quite some time now. It wouldn't be going too far to... If you run into any problems here, just talk to...
No.
Good.
All right.
Until next time, traveler. Remember to give it your all.
Pharisees!
Now then, first things first. We need to go...
Paimon thought we were supposed to be keeping things on the down.
Don't under... So we have to play by the rules, even if we're kind of bending them.
Hello? Please state your name. You must be new here. Excuse me? Please provide the information requested and also declare any goods you are carrying with you. Oh, well, I'm sorry. My apologies, but I'll...
Here are the entry papers for your...
What?
I just want...
I see. Okay. Your papers are all in order. Welcome to Rito.
The Outlander Affairs Aid. They only check entry permits here. If you want to remain on Rito, there's a...
Sheesh.
Well, as the word suggests, not even on Rito, where they've established an outsider's... Now, let's head over... Most of the current rules were put in place by the administration of Rito, the Kanjo Commission.
The Kanjo Commission?
Yes, one branch of the Tri-Commission of Inazuma, responsible for growing and managing the nation's wealth. You really haven't heard of it before?
Burst forth! Just what will we come across this time? Take this!
You've completed the entry procedures, yes? And now you want to apply for residency?
Yes,
Okay, the processing fee will be 2 million.
2 million?
That's right. 1 million per applicant, which...
Paimon wasn't so much questioning your...
Ma'am, these two here are good friends of mine.
Ah, Mr. Toma, it's you. By way of courtesy, allow me to reduce it to 400,000 mora total.
Thank you ever so much, but as this is just...
That's not how you...
All right then, as you wish.
What? She went from 2 million down to 600? There's something seriously...
It's not as mind-boggling as you think. The way some here at the... So when the day...
Then they'll milk them for all their...
Exactly. It's at times like this. Yes, but when the most that over... That's how the international trade is...
So it's a trade?
Yep. And essentially, it's an association. I see. After all, the Raiden Shogun is the most exalted and revered one in all of Inazuma. I was going to say nothing is... Okay, I'll give it to you straight.
Really? What?
Connections come at a In fact, there's no real cost as such. I like to do things in a way that keeps...
Sounds very reasonable to Paimon. You're...
Why do I get the feeling you're making me out to be so... Here's the situation. Recently, things seem to have gotten more difficult. The head of the association...
Enjoy the blessing.
Huh? Hello there. You must be seeking refuge. Ah, good.
We heard the
Yes. But it's not the root cause. No. Those Mora grubbers.
Oh.
That's right. They just issued...
Crystal.
So eventually. So, in order... But then we found we'd... Now... Exactly. It's a vicious cycle. The consequence of which is that... We've tried... But this is a nation... Fun...
Sounds off. What do you think we should do? But Carice is the head of the association.
Right.
Okay.
That... I've actually done... Hey... If I...
Got it! We're...
Which one should I
choose? Take this!
Huh? I don't think I recognize you. Are you new arrivals? So, what do you need with me? The sheer nerve. You don't go around asking questions like that. If I gave you my sources, I might as well hand you the whole darn business. Trade secret. Got it?
This guy's got a bad attitude.
Ha! Are you even buying? They're wasting their time.
Hey, what?
Get out of here. Go on.
What are we gonna do? There's no talking to this guy. Good idea.
Sorry. I need to think about it.
That was quick.
Actually, we're having a little trouble.
Oh? Well, getting you to go fixing things when you've only just arrived is quite a... Oh, that guy? He used to be a bit of... I can only assume he must have found himself a patron after leaving the International Trade Association.
Huh. You're saying he used to be a member of the International Trade Association? So he's an Outlander too?
Yes. Couldn't you tell when you spoke to him? That's right. Werner was born in Mondstadt, then went into the shipping business, trading between Leah and Inazuma. When Inazuma closed to the outside world, he was one of a group of outlanders that ended up stranded on Rito.
What a bummer!
The International Trade Association was initially very generous to him, but over time, with decree after decree, the association members found it increasingly difficult to make ends meet.
So he left the association and turned his back on them.
I'm sure it's more nuanced than that. I believe even the most ungrateful and...
Really? Is that all?
Well then, it sounds like you may have...
Burst forth!
What are you doing back here? Just because I got plenty of time on... Huh? Where's this coming from? Mondstadt? You were talking about... Goodness, I can sense it now. So familiar, but the scent of Mondstadt. Oh, my hometown. Huh? What?
Just close your eyes already.
You mean the sound of the ocean? Leah Harbor. I can see it. Xiao Lantern.
This guy has a...
Leah. Wait. Stop. That's enough. Don't make me... You mean, often I'll sneak... I've run into folks from...
well...
So, I caved. Those people... Alright.
You ready to talk now?
But I betrayed them.
Come on!
It's a scheme by the They start by... Once the merchants...
It's just...
I'm their puppet, yes. Evidence. Now that I think about it. As it happens...
Really?
Keijiro! It's him!
After him! Too close!
Come out, I can see you! Who are you? Why are you following me?
Uh-oh! Seems like he's noticed us.
Keijiro! It's him!
After him!
Sorry. I need to think about it.
Love for freedom. It's not like I'll get any customers.
Too close! That's too... He's getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little.
Ah, Ryoko, how's business?
He's getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little.
Now, who else is behind on payments? Let me think. Yes, the Trade Association clique still needs to be brought into line.
Too close! That's too close! He'll notice us for sure! Too close! That's too close! He'll He'll notice us for sure. He's getting further and further away. Let's catch up a little. He's getting further and further away. Let's catch up a little. He's getting further and further away. Let's catch up a little.
What could he be doing?
It looked like he... Huh? Where'd he go? He was right there a moment ago. Seems he disappeared in a blink of an eye. Whoa, boring. Paimon thought he'd hidden a big pile of Mora here.
Let me take a look here. Aha, yes! This is what we're looking for. A clear and complete record of
Great!
Huh? I need a little more time before I'm ready.
Huh. If only we made less noise.
But we really don't have anything left. If this...
You know the decree. The rules are the rules. No discounts, no exceptions, and no excuses. And who are you?
It just so happens that we found your little legend.
Huh? You've been swindling us!
Well, you...
Let me take a look at the Well, would you look at that? Every payment the association has made is right here in your... So, Mr. Keijiro, it seems you have some explaining to do.
So you think you can
Word has it that samurai and the commission place great importance on reputation and prestige. Though I'm sure commission members won't blame you.
Huh? Is that a threat? Are you...
No, not at all. I'm simply stating that it would be quite a pity.
Well, even if what you...
I believe you still have a quantity of crystal marrow in your possession. Perhaps that crystal marrow...
Is that it?
Do you have any idea the hoops I had to jump through to get the crystal marrow and keep it hidden? Fine.
And not even in...
So that's it? Come on, Harrison. We've already struck a good... I'm sick of being pushed around like this. Harrison!
Hey, what's all this racket?
Chief, you've arrived.
What was all the commotion I heard?
Oh, we were just
a helping hand. The only thing you're doing is stuffing your greedy pockets with our hard-earned wealth. I assure...
Oh, and you dare to utter the commissioner's name. Seize the merchants. We will resolve...
Uh-oh.
Gentlemen.
Who are you supposed to be?
You never heard of the Fixer?
Here's my card.
Huh. You're from the Yashiro Commission.
Shh.
Huh. Well, this is Kanjo Commission territory. However powerful the Yashiro Commission may be, you have...
Of course not. Still, perhaps you could show the young lady of our clan some courtesy. You wouldn't want your name showing up in a petition to the Shogun.
That fan, the Shirasagi Himegimi, I don't need any trouble with her.
But, Chief!
Enough! We're leaving.
Let's get dinner one day soon, gentlemen. My treat, I insist. No response, huh?
Thank you so much, Toma.
If nothing else.
Toma?
Shh, not here. Too many people. Corruption seems rife in the Kanjo Commission. They truly are rotten to the core. All right. Time for me to answer your questions. What would you like to know? I belong to the Kamisato clan of the Yashiro Commission.
So,
Correct. I'm just someone who was
seems like she must be...
Oh,